Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip. And we're diving into that full moon energy we just had in Capricorn and how that's going to play out in your life over the next 2 weeks. Sort of what's coming in the main frame for you as we build up to that new moon in Leo that will kick off Leo season. That's coming up on July 28th, okay? So we're looking at this little breathing room between the new cycle and how that's going to be affecting you. And I already got some messages that were coming in for you, Sagittarius. I got that big Freya energy, man. Like, if you can't lay them, slay them. And I feel this sort of like intel going on right now. I think you're moving very strategic at this time. I think you're being a little secretive about your plans. I also think you've been doing some research. I think you've been looking into some things online. You're keeping your eye on a few people, I feel. There's something that you are definitely going to protect, and there's a piece that has to do with your security, both financially and regarding your home. And I think you've had some interference on this level. There's something that sort of rocked the stability of your home, and I think it has something to do with interference. And because of this, you got your hackles up, you know. And I also think that you have a plan, you know. You have a plan. You have a plan you're going to set in motion, and there's this real like checkmate energy around it. And I feel like you might even be buttering somebody up, you know, kind of giving them the impression that you don't know what's going on, and that you know, everything's good between the two of you, but it's really sort of so you can get close to this person and get the information you need to bring them down. I mean, this is really what I'm hearing. There's some interesting energy in play here, Sagittarius. So let's look a little deeper into this matter, see what's coming up, where this is coming from. But, you know, yeah, Freya is all about love and war, you know. She's a goddess of extremes, and she knows how to defend what's hers. And I feel like you've worked really hard to get yourself to a certain position in your life, and you're not about to just like kind of give over the field because somebody's coming in with their dick swinging and they think that they're going to like stake a claim on what you worked so hard for. I don't know where this is coming from, okay? But we do see, I think there's some kind of like contractual agreements involved here. This is what I'm picking up. Like something is supposed to be yours. It's supposed to be yours. And somebody is trying to come in and, you know, change that around. I don't think that they're going to be successful with this, okay? I really don't. I mean, first of all, with the sun present here, lights being shined, you know, on this area that maybe where things have been done in the dark, or people have been moving a bit covertly, you know, and doing things, you know, behind the scenes. I think that that's not going to be going on anymore. Like, this is an exposure time where there has been, you know, where there has been these dynamics of, you know, interference and people trying to, you know, thwart you and cause disruption and problems, and bypass your happiness, okay? It's not going to work. You know, things are coming to light. And I do see that, you know, what has been established for you, what you worked hard for, you know, what you have needed to come through in regard to contractual agreements. I'm getting this with like some kind of contractual agreement. Now, this can also be soul contract, okay? I just got that coming in, you know. I did get this message about love. All right, so there may be somebody that you have a soul contract with, you know. It's just like a mosquito that just like came in front of my face there. I'm gonna shut the door, its head's out. Ted's out back taking care of business, okay? You know, maybe you got somebody out back taking care of business, somebody on the back end that's like also keeping an eye out for you. But I feel like there's somebody around you that's a real annoyance, okay, with this mosquito energy coming in. And I feel like this is somebody that's just kind of like leeched off you know? Whether that's monetarily, because I am getting this like security piece, home security, finances piece coming in. Or whether that's also, you know, just energetically, like this person has drained you. It's just been like this, I'm just really picking this energy up of just this draining energy that sort of like sucked the life out of you. It may have something to do with a Leo that you've had a soul contract with, and you found this connection to be draining. You found this connection to actually be negatively impacting either your home or your finances. Like there's something going on here in this picture that doesn't feel quite right, okay? Bottom of the deck energy, we do have the Emperor here. I see you stepping into Emperor mode, big boss energy, like you're going to handle this matter, you're going to do what you need to do. And we see right behind that, the Magician. Very strong cards coming up here. You're definitely in the process of initiating some kind of action to create a change in this situation. We do see with the Moon energy here that there is something going on, you know, behind the scenes. There is something that, there's that fucking mosquito again. Oh my God. They just can't get enough of you, can they? There's just somebody who is just like trying to just fucking latch onto you, man, and drain the fuck out of you. Such an irritant, man. Yeah, I think there definitely is somebody who is, you know, causing problems. There's somebody who's been doing something that isn't above board. And I think it's in relation to a love relationship here. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, it's in relation to a love relationship here. There's interference and some type of soulmate connection with the Two of Cups here, okay? Again, right next to that, we have the Strength card. This may be a Leo. There might be interference coming in from a Leo. This is in connection to the past, okay? Maybe somebody you were involved with in the past who has Leo strongly aspected in their chart. I just say this because Leo's come up a few times here, okay? Yeah, I think you need to be aware. We do see that some kind of like emotional invitation is going to come forward. Like maybe this person will want to kind of like revisit things with you. You know, there's some type of news coming in. It's of an emotional nature, okay? But you need to be on guard about this, okay? With the Nine of Wands, this is definitely about like standing your ground and sort of going like, you know what? I've been through a lot of bullshit in this situation, and I'm not going to let any more in. There's definitely been, you know, sabotaging energy here with the Seven of Swords, okay? That's lies, that's manipulation, that's, you know, again, trying to run off and take what's not yours. You know, there's something there that's definitely rocked the security with the Four of Pentacles. And there's a reason why you feel guarded in this regard, okay? I think you've been working a long time, you know, with this Knight of Pentacles energy to build something for yourself. You've been very steadfast, and you're not about to yield, you know, the field of everything that you've sown, you know, just to let somebody come in and, you know, sabotage it with some fuck shit because they want to claim something that's not theirs. Yeah, you're the one who's done the growth here with the Seven of Pentacles. You're the one who's made the investment. I do see that you're going to be successful, okay, and what you're trying to grow, what you're trying to call into your life right now with this Nine of Cups. There's definitely gratification on offer, you know. Yeah, you've made some kind of wise judgment call with the King of Swords energy, okay? You practice discernment. You've really figured out, you know, what works for you and what doesn't, you know? with this 8 of Pentacles energy. And this brings something to celebrate, okay? And there's Ted, he wants back in, okay? And again, I have to say, you know, everything happens in a reading for a reason. There was Ted, you know, like whining at the door, waiting to be let back in, you know? And I'm picking up that you're dealing with somebody who's kind of like, you know, they're scratching at your door. They want to be let back in. This may even be somebody that you tried to work with them before, you know, maybe you thought that there would be some kind of growth, some kind of development in your connection. Maybe you did think that there could be something that could happen between the two of you, but, you know, there might have been a third party involved, you know, they might have been working with another as well. And this was just a case of like too many cooks in the kitchen spoil the pot, okay? Yeah, this is the truth, man, with the Ace of Swords. And I think you Ace of Swords, that shit. You know, you may have an air sign strongly aspected in your chart with that discerning energy coming in with this King of Swords. Or maybe you had a helpful King of Swords on your side who kind of like talked some sense into you, illuminated things for you, okay? That would be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, okay? So you might have had an ally here that helped out. Or maybe this had something to do with you needed to make a decision about an air sign, you know. Maybe there was one of these parties you had to cut off. Maybe you had 3 people in the mix, you know, and you had to choose one had to go so you could bring it down to that 2 of Cups, all right? Yeah, because there's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of fighting with the 5 of Wands here, okay? It's caused a lot of complication, a lot of fallout. The cycle definitely needed to come to an end. So I think that's what you're at right now is like, you know, that Freya energy. Again, if you can't lay them, slay them. You know, somebody's got to take a fall, you know, and I don't think you're resisting this with 11:44 showing up on the clock when I said that, okay? This is you stepping into alignment with your destiny. You know, sometimes things don't go down the way we envision. Things are kind of like a rough hand we're dealt. But the hand we're dealt is just fate. What we do with it is destiny. And I see you really like working fate to your advantage. You know, you're transforming that energy. You're not resisting the endings. You know what needs to be cut off. You know what will bring celebration in your life. You're tired of dealing with people fighting, you know, people arguing, the drama. You don't want to deal with that anymore. So you're choosing to let that go. I do see that you are kind of stuck on something from the past, though. We do have the 6 of Cups energy coming up here. You may have felt really strong connection to the person that you had to, you know, cut out of your life for sure. You know, this may be somebody you really felt, you know, like a soulmate connection with, and maybe somebody you have quite a bit of history with too. We do see that you know, you really went back and forth on this decision with the 2 of Pentacles, you know, but ultimately you decided to bring things to a closure with, you know, the World card here. And that was a wise decision. It brings success, okay? So let's look at a cut of the deck energy and see what we got going on here. Yeah, 4 of Swords. I think over these next, you know, couple of weeks until we get to that energy of the new moon, it's really about you just sort of like being at peace with your decisions, sort of taking some time to rest, you know, just sort of feeling things out. I don't really think that you have to worry. I was just going to say, I don't think you have to really worry about like that war energy, you know. You may have been feeling kind of activated and pulled in 2 different directions in that respect. I think that you're trying to protect something that really is close to your heart, and you're not going to let anybody trample on that. I feel like you're taking the measures you need to take to, you know, set things up for your new chapter in life. I think you're opening a new chapter and you're rewriting the story and the way things have been for you in the past. You're taking charge. You're stepping up into that big emperor energy, you know. And you're ready to seize your happiness. You're ready for your time in the sun. You're ready for your success and what you've worked so hard for. And I think it's really coming through for you. You have so many affirmative cards on the board here, but I do feel like you've been dealing with somebody who's been an irritant, you know? They've been an annoyance. They've caused difficulties. And I do think it's stirred up things for you within your home. I do think it's affected your security. It's affected your financial stability. I think it's been very challenging to deal with. I do think there's been some kind of like third party dynamic involved in a love relationship or a love interest, you know, something around the heart there. And I think you've been doing a little, you know, behind the scenes research and sort of feeling like, you know what? Nobody's going to get in the way of my happiness. I've been through too much shit. I've put up with too much shit, you know. And this piece just came in, you know, maybe what you want in love or who you want in love is really going against the grain of what everybody else feels you should go for, but you don't give a shit, you know. You're ready to be happy, and I think you're going to get exactly what you're wanting with this 10 of Cups. You know, follow your heart. There's definitely some soulmate union here front and center for you. And I do want to speak to people from all kinds of walks of life, okay? Because not everybody wants to have, you know, a love relationship. Some people prefer to just kind of do their own thing. And if that's your case, you know, and you're somebody who prefers to be on your own and not have to deal with all of that. You know, I feel like you're coming into a place of personal happiness and satisfaction. I think a lot of it has to do with your work. I think some of you will be signing on to something really big in the future here, signing a very important contract that brings a lot of success into your life and sees you really stepping into the spotlight. I feel like that light's going to shine down on you, and it's going to be your moment to kind of like, you got the mic, like, what are you bringing to the table, man? You know, it's really funny. I just, you know, heard that, you know, line from that Eminem song where he said, you only get one shot. Don't miss your chance to blow. Like, I feel like that's coming in for you. I think you're gonna surprise people. I think you're gonna bring something to the table that they didn't expect to see from you. And I think that's sort of what's so delicious about it in terms of you know, success with a project you've been working on, success with I really feel like it's a project. It's something you're building. It's something you're creating, you know, and there's definitely a creative angle to it. I think that you're really going to see a big return on your investment of energy. But what makes it such a victory for you is that it's something that you're so aligned with, like heart and soul. This is like your heart and soul has been poured into this, and it's wonderful when it can pay off like that, where it actually leads to material reward, you know, on top of it, on top of just being able to do what you love, being able to do what really feeds you. I think that right now you're just kind of like resting. You're resting and you're waiting for this moment. Yeah, this is really interesting energy here, okay? You know, woo, okay. You know, there's a really interesting message here, okay? Because we do see like this 10 of Cups, right? And that's all about that emotional fulfillment. And often the 10 of Cups does speak of like that moment of happiness in love and aligning with your person. And if it's not about a love relationship for you, I definitely would say that, you know, it's about coming into that place of like personal success and fulfillment in your life, you know, where you've really achieved something for yourself that gives you a great deal of emotional satisfaction. But for a moment here, I'm going to go on a love track, okay? I'm going to go on a love track because I feel like, you know, right here we have something from the past with this Queen of Swords energy, all right? And that's air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? And we also have Page of Wands. So this is like some kind of action. Page of Wands is often associated with the sign of Sagittarius, right? But on the other side here, we have a Queen of Wands energy, also Sagittarius energy, but Leo and Aries too, okay? Leo has figured prominently in your reading, okay? There is this Leo piece in there. So I'm really feeling this here. I feel like there's a Leo that is going to reach out and take some kind of action. Again, this may have been somebody you were involved with in the past, okay? Because Queen of Swords can also represent somebody you were connected to in the past. And with the way this is coming in together, I think there's something here. We do see bottom of the deck energy, Devil card here, right? This is something to be live to. There's some kind of like toxic dance going on here. And there is something about finances involved. We see that Devil is holding a pentacle there, the Ace of Pentacles, all right? But there's something here that you're trying to preserve. There's something here you're trying to preserve. I think you might receive some kind of action might come forward with this person from the past that you were involved with. I feel like they have a strong Leo placement in their chart. There's just been so much Leo that's come through in your read, okay? They might try to take some kind of impetuous action, and I think it's to kind of thwart a success that's, you know, they see that you're about to step into something that you've wanted, that you've worked on, that you've built for a long time. They see that you're about to step into this, and they want to interfere with you, like with you getting your flowers, man. That's what I'm really picking up. We see that you're on your way, man, to that Six of Wands. You're on your way to victory. There's going to be some kind of moment of arrival coming in for you pretty soon here. I think you're really going to see it come in Leo season. I'm saying like next 6 weeks, there is this big moment of celebration with the Four of Wands. You've come into alignment. It's your time, man. It's your time to shine. It's coming in. It's on the way. Like that victory is yours, you know, lay 'em or slay 'em, man. Either way, you are slaying them. I mean, you are arriving. You are at that point of seeing, you know, the result of all the investment of your time and energy. And we have right next to that, the Empress, okay? Empress represents the signs of Libra, Taurus, okay? This can also be, you know, coming into alignment with a mate, a partner, you know? The 1111 card, it often means like happy union. 22 on the clock when I said this, okay? That's alignment energy, big time, okay? Coming into alignment, happy home, happy union, time of celebration, victory, you know? And we got the Lovers right there, a soulmate connection, okay? So, you know, with all these players on the board, all right? We got air sign on energy on the board, pretty strong here with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Leo on the board quite a bit too. Leo season is coming up, so I do feel there's something that's developing in this situation in Leo season. You know, I think that you have some anxiety around a Queen of Pentacles, okay? So there's a lot of players on the board here. There's a lot of players on the board here. I do feel like there is this energy where there's like too many players on the board in your situation. Queen of Pentacles, that is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? There's some kind of anxiety around this. Look at what is haunting this woman in this scenario here. A lion, again, Leo. There's something here. There's something that you feel like is kind of like trailing behind you that's giving you anxiety. And it might have to do with this Queen of Pentacles energy too, okay? Earth sign energy. It's also possible that that Queen of Pentacles could represent your finances, okay? Because that piece came in as well. There is a financial piece in connection. I feel it's in connection with the Leo. There's some kind of sabotaging energy, you know? There's some kind of Seven of Swords, like trying to take something that is not theirs, not theirs. There's some kind of interference you know. And I do think it's somebody that you've been involved with in the past, that you worked with in the past, but you've been separated from them, you know, with this Six of Pentacles to the Three of Swords to the Judgment, okay? Something is definitely done and dusted, you know. And I think they do feel a bit like left out in the cold, you know. They feel disappointed. They feel disappointed that, you know, this partnership didn't develop the way they thought it would. You know, there is kind of more of this like almost businessy vibe, you know, to this connection. Like maybe they wanted more, you know, maybe they wanted you two to work together again on a more romantic level, and you were just kind of keeping things, you know, copacetic and above board. But this situation is changing, you know. It's time for the wheel to turn, you know, and it's time to move on to a new cycle. And I feel like it's going to be a very beneficial one for you, okay? Very beneficial one for you, Sagittarius. So that's what I got for you that's coming up here. Do be live, you know. Do be live, that you do have some people that are going to try to, you know, pull a fast one. They see that you're coming into that place of success where everything that you've worked so hard for is about to line up for you. Those of you that have been developing projects, especially creative projects, okay, I see you signing a contract. I see really stepping into the spotlight, and I feel like there's going to be public recognition. The money looks really good. Money looks on point. I understand why you want to protect that, but it also looks like you got emotional fulfillment on offer, and something is going to move forward with a significant soulmate connection. But you do have people around you that don't want to see this for you. All right, so do be live to that. But I think that as long as you keep yourself in a position where you have good boundaries, you don't let the fuck shit in. It was 26:26 on the clock when I said that. That's double eights. That's all about, you know, staying in your power, protecting your manifestation, you know, making sure, you know, you know what's going on with your money, that you don't let anybody interfere with your money or keep you in the dark about money matters. Any contracts you sign, make sure you're looking at them really thoroughly. If you need to have them looked at by an attorney, do that. You know, do what you need to do to protect yourself and your baby, you know, like the thing that you've been developing and pouring your energy into. And do be aware of people who like suddenly pop up and all of a sudden they want to work with you, and all of a sudden they're very agreeable where they've been, you know, challenging in the past. And if your gut feels like something's off, then trust that. And I do think you've dredged up some information. I really feel like you've kind of been quiet, you know. You've held your energy back a little bit, but it's because you've been strategic, you know. You know what moves you're going to make. You're certain. You're certain. I have no doubt about that. You're very certain about how you want to direct your energy. You know who will potentially interfere. And you may be kind of just keeping people happy right now. So it's sort of like, here, let me give you some candy. Let me give the baby some candy. So, you know, they can be appeased, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to do what I want to do. You know, there is a little bit of this energy in play of like, being strategic and buttering people up and making them think, oh yeah, everything's cool, everything's copacetic. But I think it's because you know that these people they're like those mosquitoes, man. If they know what you're up to, like, they're going to just be buzzing around you, causing you irritation. You know, they're going to start to monopolize your time. They're going to be draining your energy. And it's because they're trying to like interfere with you coming into that place of arrival and really seeing the manifestation of your wishes and everything you've been building up to, okay? It happens. Like, people get jealous. It's true. We don't like to think that about people that we've considered friends or people that we've trusted, but it's true. You know, people can move into that place of feeling envious, or maybe even just being plain old bitter. You know, they just don't want to see another person happy, you know, because they feel so miserable about where they're at. Well, you can't worry about that. And I think you've been smart, you know, to kind of keep things on the down low, you know, not really advertise your moves, what you plan to do. I think you're going to know the right moment to take action right now is just like this little bit of pause. And I think you're really going to go rushing forward in Leo season, and you're going to claim the prize. That's what I'm getting here, okay? Big moment of success for you. You're really going to take some people back. There's going to be some people that are going to sit there scratching their heads thinking, all that shit, and I still couldn't stop Sagittarius. No, you couldn't, man. You can't stop a Sag. Go get it, Sag. Make it happen.